Why is the head of the world's foremost military alliance trying so hard to placate Donald Trump?
This was a meeting between friends. Because we like each other, I really admire his leadership.
Well, Trump is angry with NATO because NATO didn't automatically follow him into a war that he didn't tell them about until it had already started. France, from the very beginning, has restricted American planes on French soil. Not allowed if involved in direct attacks on Iran. But logistics, that's okay, for example. The UK, at first, before backtracking, said no outright to the US. Your warplanes cannot use British air bases at all. And Spain had a similar position, but unlike the UK, stuck with it. No use of our bases, no airspace access, basically no we don't support your war. But the big one, after Iran threatened to blow up oil tankers sailing the Strait of Hormuz, NATO allies refusing to help escort those oil tankers through, which is something that would have put their own military hardware in the direct line of enemy fire. Trump was furious.
NATO's a paper tiger. NATO is us. And when we needed them, we didn't need them, by the way. We didn't need them, obviously, because they haven't helped at all.
Which brings us to the kind of retribution NATO allies fear, that the US is considering moving its troops out of so-called unhelpful countries, sending them instead to more helpful ones.
He is clearly disappointed with many NATO allies, and I can see his point. But at the same time, I was also able to point to the fact that the large majority of European nations has been helpful with basing, with logistics, with overflights.
He's not wrong. NATO allies aren't engaged in direct strikes, but, for example, they've bolstered air defenses in the region and shared intelligence, data from surveillance flights. But bottom line, Trump's anger threatens the alliance itself.
We spend hundreds of billions of dollars a year on NATO, hundreds of protecting them. And we would have always been there for them, but now, based on their actions, I guess we don't have to be. Why would we be there for them if they're not there for us?
Just operationally, that would be devastating. I mean, the joke is that NATO stands for needs Americans to operate. And it's not clear that the logic of the alliance would continue to persist.
So, the head of NATO tries his best to keep the treaty's toughest enforcer on side.
This was a very frank, a very open discussion, but also discussion between two good friends.
While Trump's own inner circle continues to send a very clear message on his behalf.
I have a direct quote from the President of the United States on NATO, and I will share it with all of you. They were tested and they failed.